was before we have a piece called a film. Understand, there are set of units, there are set of departments that came together in their creative environment to make this project a beautiful project. And these are people we shall be looking at in this very episode so that you understand all of these. However, it's also possible we can dive into the distribution pattern. Okay, now I'll just quickly go into the production stages. We have stages of production, and before we go into these production stages, there is also a pre-production, which is almost like the planning stage. This is where the script idea is vetted. This is where we have a concept called script, because first thing you need to put into consideration, without a script there is no production. There is not even a plan. What are you planning with? You cannot estimate, you cannot give a budget, you cannot draw out an outline without a script. So script is like the forerunner of the entire project. Okay, so when we have a script, that script is all where the concepts and the ideas or the work is built upon. So when we have a script, we have a definition of what we want to do, then we can start planning in that planning process. So we have the script stage, which is also can be referred to as a pre-production. Yeah, so the script stage is always very important, because this stage is where we look at the script holistically. The story, what pattern of story, what is the setting of the story, what are the ways, what moral what value does this story has to add to the society, why are we shooting it, what are we trying to tell. And so at whole lot of things that we put into consideration before we adopt or before we accept a script as a project. So in this stage, all these things are looked into. So when we now go to a final stage, when we have the final draft of a script, it means that the story itself has just been given birth to. Now, after the script, then we now start having the pre-production planning. In the script, give us the guideline. The script is the foundation of the production, like I said before. The script then becomes the guideline for us to plan. The script is our precursor, planning precursor, whatsoever we want to do, the actors that needs to be involved in the script, the crew, who are the technical crews that are needed for this script. So we looked and we select the best depending on the storyline, on who is fit to be the director, who is fit to be the gaffer, who is fit to be every other unit, and every other department are now merged together to come and exhibit their expertise. All right, so that is the project. So the pre-production proper takes place just when the script is birthed, like I said before. So from there we begin to have a proper planning. The professionals begin to set in. We begin to producers' responsibility begin to play out. So we begin to see how all of them come. Then bringing in the technical crews, bringing in who and who. This is also the stage where we now can draw out a budget. Okay, is this fixable? This is where some consultations are made. Is there VFX or visual effects or special effects or something extremely out of ordinary is in there that needs to be achieved? This is a stage we need to consult whoever is involved to know. Is this fixable? Is this realistic? Can we achieve it? Is it achievable? Is this something that we can cut cost? Is this something we can go and make alternative instead of doing this thing and shoot ourselves in the leg? Why can't we do something more related and still have a good or same story? You understand? This is where we do the applause and minus. This is where they hire the needed professionals and they said, okay, we can do it. We are professionals in this field. We can handle it. Let's pull it through. Let's try it, or let's even give it a try. So this is where all these units are meshed together. So when the units are meshed together, then we now decide who are next, who are the actors that needs to be in the production. So we fetched out the actors, we have them on the available dates, and then everyone is in sync. So this is where we also say what are the props. Okay, the props guy, the who is and who not is that needs to be there, the Y and the Z, the all, the